Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smoky Mountain, brand new Smoky Mountain Sports Network for tonight's matchup between the Mitchell Mountaineers and your Smoky Mountain Mustangs. We're here via live stream broadcast at Carl Hooper Stadium and the legendary Babe Howe Field. I'm Keith West, the voice of the Mustangs, along with my partner and co-host Casey Melvin, to bring you live play-by-play broadcast of all JV and varsity home games this season. We're so excited you're here. Casey, how you feeling tonight?
Hey, I am so glad to be back. It is football Friday night, and it feels exciting to see these fans in the stand tonight.
Yeah, folks, we've got about 900 Smoky Mountain fans. There's some people that even traveled down from Bakersfield, way up in the cold part of the state, to watch their Mitchell Mountaineers tonight, Casey.
Yeah, I'm looking across the field, and it's fun to even see visiting fans, but my excitement is looking down here and being able to see a big student section. It's the first game of anything all year that we've been able to have a student section. They're actually waving at us right now. So shout out to Allison, Mackie, and all the ladies and men of the student section of the Stangs supporting their boys in blue. We are excited they get to cheer them on tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We've been waiting a long time through COVID to get going here, Casey, and it's finally upon us. We're ready to bring all the action to you tonight. In just a minute, we're going to pause and have a station break, but we'll come back, talk pregame, and talk about the Mitchell Mountaineers and all the exciting things that's going to happen here tonight. It's a pretty important battle for us tonight, Casey. We're taking on a very, very, very good Mitchell team before we start conference play next week.
Yeah, like you talked about last night when we were talking, you know, Mitchell's ranked where we're saying in the state right now? Number 7?
Actually, Mitchell's 5.
Oh, number 5. And Smoky's coming in at 20. I don't think that explains much coming off just the first game of the season, but I know that our boys are ready. But this is going to be a great game to start this season out.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain's coming off an 8-4 season last year where they won the Mountain 6 2A conference title, and they're looking to repeat that this season, Casey. We lost a hard-fought battle in the first round of the playoffs to Southport right here on our field, 42-35 last season, and we'd like to go a little bit deeper. Mitchell went all the way to the regional finals last year, a couple games away of playing for the state championship. They do have to go through those tough teams in the Smoky Mountain Conference, Robbinsville, Murphy, and, of course, Swain, too.
Yeah, I know there's some key players that we'll talk about soon when we come back from the break, but we'll bring those guys to you. But I think we're faster, better than we were last year, and I'm excited to talk about what we got coming to you this year.
All right, gang, we're going to come right back. We're going to pause for a little break, and we'll be back in just a minute. Hang tight.
Go Stangs.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium and Babe Howe Field. You're here with Keith West and Casey Melvin, voice of the Mustangs here on Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We're excited you're going to join us tonight for this big matchup here, Casey, between Mitchell Mountaineers and the Mustangs. Let's talk about last week's game. We played a great game. We ended up beating Madison 49-7 up there. Had some outstanding performances from a couple of key players. Number one is Mountain 6 Conference Player of the Year, Dustin Stevens. He kind of picked up where he left off last year, Casey. He had 180 yards rushing. That's an average of about 10.4 yards per carry.
That's amazing.
He also had 3 TDs. And the cool thing was that he was named WLOS Player of the Week.
Yeah, just thinking about that. We were actually at the game, being able to watch, and the moves that this guy has, and the feet and the handles, just the way he spins and moves to get open, is so fun to watch. And that the yard speaks for itself when you can see this guy in person.
Yeah, he is a pretty special player. We're pretty excited to watch him and his career. He's starting to get scholarship offers, so we'll get to follow that as we follow the Mustangs this season.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see where this guy goes.
Well, Casey, the big question is we know about Dustin Stevens, and I'm sure Mitchell knows about Dustin Stevens.
Who doesn't know about Dustin Stevens?
Yes, exactly. Who do you think might be filling some of that role tonight for the Mustangs?
Yeah, well, we know we've talked about Darian and Chris before, and as the captains go out on the field, you got those two standing right beside each other right now. Number 3, Chris Wilburn, he's your quarterback. He may just look like just your regular old quarterback, but he's not. Last week, he had a fantastic game. He had 112 yards on 14 carries. He averaged 8 yards, and he got 1 touchdown. Threw for 77 yards, 7 for 11, 11-yard average, and he had a QB rating of 114. So you're looking at Chris. The other guy you want to look at tonight is this guy that he just looks like a solid giant, Darian Bird. He rushed for 34 yards and 4 carries, just 4 carries, 34 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Darian is only a junior, which we're really excited about. 6'1" guy, 205. This guy's just hard to take down. He's got great hands, and he's one of the guys you want to see running through people because he's just hard to stop.
And also, Coach Brindley this week when we talked to him, singled out Lawson Wyke. He's one of your captains on the field, you see, number 70. He played really good on both sides of the ball, both offensive, defensively.
True.
And you know what he brings, Casey? He brings a lot of leadership. Kind of as Lawson goes, the whole team goes.
Yeah.
We've known him for a long time. He used to come to our camp, and just a charismatic leader.
Well, when you see Lawson on the field, he's the guy. He's just so fun, and everybody rallies around him. So not only is he a great lineman, but he's just a great leader for his teammates, and they love to follow Lawson.
Well, it looks like that Mitchell's going to get the ball first, and our Stangs will be going on defense. We'll see if the big blue curtain can stop Arrington. We'll talk about him in just a minute, and their sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, we're excited. Your Stangs are about to run on the field for the first time all season. You can just see these boys over here in the corner. They are so pumped, and we're excited to see your Mustangs come out on the field.
Well, it's been a long journey, folks. It's been a long journey. We are finally in football season, and for the first time, these boys are about to take the field here at Carl Hooper Stadium, Babe Howe Field. Been a lot of important legendary battles on this field, and I know a lot of it's pretty exciting looking out the window here. Have a lot of dads here that, you know what, they've played here on this field. When I played here, it was a grass field, so this is a little bit nicer than when I was in school.
Yeah, you can see your cheerleaders getting the banner ready here for the guys to run through, and you can just see the excitement in these guys and the excitement in the stands. It's a beautiful thing to be able to be back on Friday Night Lights.
And the cool thing about high school football, it brings the kids together, the school together, and most importantly, the community. Here's the Mustangs taking the field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there they are.
Your Smoky Mountain Mustangs. We are ready to start this game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to give you your starting defensive players. They'll come up on your screen here in just a minute. Here they are: senior Lawson Wyke, Antonio Lorenzo, Colin Crow. You know Colin, he's a captain, and he was a all-conference player last year as a sophomore, so someone to really watch out for. And also Cooper Sanders there on the outside. They're going to have to contain Arrington on the outside there.
Of course.
In the defensive backfield, our linebacker core, there's Bird again. Darian Bird, Nakoma Driver. Now, Rocky Magistro, he will hit you.
This guy is fun to watch on defense.
Him. He's
exactly.
number one. Zeb Fisher. And then in the defensive backfield, we have Max Buchanan, Dustin Stevens, and Daniel Melton. So Zeke Singh is lined up to kick the first kick of the year. Here we go.
Here we go, Mustangs.
Chase Duncan, deep to receive.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's football time in the Smokies. We're so excited for you to join us. Zeke Singh lined up, and here we go. Mustangs are in their all-gray uniforms tonight. That was picked by the captains, and Mitchell in their all-white. Going to be taken at the 25-yard line right up the middle, and the Stangs are there to cover it by a host of Mustangs. So our starting lineups are going to take the field. Let's see what we have here, Casey.
Great stop right there, only a few yards for Mitchell. That's what we're wanting every time. If you can say anything, it's only a few yards or back them up, back them up.
Yeah, our key players to watch tonight, number Ty Tuberfield, he's the sophomore quarterback. Also Duncan in the backfield. He rushed for 149 yards last year. And 6'4", down at the bottom of your screen, Caius Arrington. He's going to be one we're going to have to really watch out for.
Mitchell lines up in the shotgun formation. Let's see what we got going here. He's looking to throw. Great tackle by Darian Bird, only for about 3 yards there.
Yeah, great little play there. It was a little something in the flats there. I was wanting to see if they were going to go to Arrington to begin with. He's 6'4", 205, so we're going to have to really be careful about him.
I'm sure that was just a, hey, we're letting you know, we're just giving to this guy, and Arrington's coming out of the gates really quick.
Quarterback Tuberfield up the middle for about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. We don't want to get behind the chains tonight, Casey.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we're going to really need to focus on here on defense is really stopping the run game. I think we do a great job of stopping pass, but I think we're going to really need to focus on that run game, closing up those gaps.
1st and 10. It was a 1st and 10. Mitchell at the Smoky Mountain 42-yard line. You know, sometimes it just takes a little while to get into the game and get the flow of the game, and so there's some nerves there. So I think that our guys up front are really going to have to stop. So 1st down and 10 for Mitchell, number 9 in motion. Turo takes the handoff into Duncan's hands. He is a threat, but, you know, we just stopped him.
Great stop by the Stangs.
Guess who it was? It was Rocky Magistro.
Rocky Magistro, just like we talked about.
Just like we talked about.
Yeah, Keith, I think you were talking earlier, and we talked about this last week in the beginning of our games, was just the nerves that got to come out in the beginning of the season. First play of the game, couple plays, the nerves come out, and then the teams really get rolling here. And I think our defense is really well prepared. You know, just seeing some of the practices, and these coaches, they prepare their team so well, and I think our Mustangs are going to really show off tonight on defense.
Looks like 2nd and about 12. Let's see what the Mountaineers dial up here. Right, Duncan right up the middle again. I think what they're trying, about those 2 yards back for a 3rd and long, what they're probably trying to do is soften up that middle. If they can get the run game going, they may try to dump it over the top to Arrington. So I think the defensive backs have to be careful here because they might go to Arrington. So we'll see what Max Buchanan down here on the bottom does.
Well, Arrington's right now just came back into the game, and so we know we're looking for that pass here. Those guys that you saw on the line are already doing a great job of closing those gaps, shutting things down.
Looks like Coach saw that he put 6'1" Darian Bird on Arrington. And that's who they were looking for. And we got a pass rush here. Let's see if we can close him up here. And a nice play. That's
great job by the Stangs.
It's going to be 4th and long, so I think they're going to have to punt it here. We'll see what happens.
Scrambled for 3 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6.
The coaches did a great job reading that play right then. They knew what we were looking for, Mitchell was looking at, and we did a great job of covering one-on-one here with Darian, and that's why they had to go to the quarterback rush.
This really kind of surprises me. I guess they're close to the 50-yard line. They're going for it. It's a big, huge play right at the beginning of the game. Let's see if the big blue curtain can push them back here.
4th and 6 here.
Huge
This is
play.
huge for the Mustangs. Oh, and I think we might have got them off sides here. This looks like this is
that
going to
was-
go against the Stangs offsides on the Mustangs here.
It will be. Now we're going to be 4th and 1, so it's a little bit more manageable first down here. Maybe they probably were trying to draw us off. Maybe they were trying to do that, and it kind of worked this time.
Well, again, I think that's that nerve situation. We were excited. We just got 4th and 6, and that's little things that just happen throughout the year that we'll get better at. As when we get nervous, we get excited. We just made a big play. We get antsy to go, and so no big deal for the Mustangs here. Doesn't seem concerning. Let's try to get a stop here on 4th and 1.
So a huge play early in the game, 4th and 1 on our 49-yard line. Probably going to go right up the middle.
We're coming
and
up
there
the
he is,
middle.
Tuberville up the middle, and he
It
gets
looks like
stopped. He gets stopped, folks, for a no gain on 4th down. I told you the big blue
Way to
curtain
go.
was going to show
You
up
called
tonight.
it. You called it. You've been calling them this since the first game, the big blue curtain, and they surely showed up for a stop tonight. The offense is ready to get rolling.
Folks, you don't know how big that was for the Mustangs here on our home field. Mitchell said, hey, we're going to line up. You've got to stop us. And guess what, Casey? We responded and said, not in our house.
Here's when I'm excited is just to watch the Mustangs go off here on offense and see what we do first. I'm just going to make a big guess here, Keith. We're looking at Dustin Stevens right here.
They might do that, or they might go somewhere else and trick them. We'll see. Here we go. That's Rocky Magestro in motion, and we're going Stevens up the middle for 4, 5, maybe 4, 3 yards.
It's about 4 yards
about 4
there.
yards there.
Yeah. But great for the Mustangs. Hey, any yard counts. The close inching down the field is just as good as a bomb down the field. So we're okay with either one here.
Well, you know what Mitchell's been concerned about, I'm sure, after watching tape on us, is this powerful running game. Casey, we had almost 400 yards of total offense, and most of those yards were rushing. Senior Chris Wilburn in the backfield there. We've talked about him. He's an incredible leader. Magestro, and there goes Wilburn up the middle. He bounces it outside and going to get about 2 yards. There was nearly nothing there, and so made something out of nothing. At least we moved the ball forward.
Looks like we're going to go to about a 3rd and 3 or 4 here for the Mustangs. Maybe looking for a short pass, just something to get this first down.
Yeah, pretty key down right here in the first half. Our big lineman up front can push them back. I think this will be a great key first down here. 3rd down and about 3 for the Mustangs. Looks like we're audibly off. Chris looks to the sidelines, gets a different play. He is calling the signals, leading the Mustangs. Looks like they had a different look than they were looking for. Wilburn's communicating what he needs to do. We're down to 3 seconds on the play clock, and going up the middle for Dustin Stevens. There was no blocking there, folks, and we lost about 3 or 4 yards. We may have to punt this one.
Well, Mitchell really rushed on that one, that situation there. I think that audible might have been a little bit of confusion on our part of not really knowing what was going on there. And, again, I think that's just some first game jitters here.
And you know what I think what we're going to do is do exactly what Mitchell did. We're on their side of the half, on their side of the field, and we do look a little bit discombobulated right now, but I think we'll get settled down, and this play is going to be huge. 4th and about 5 from the 45. Out to Dustin Stevens. He's got plenty of room, and
First down
I
Mustangs.
think we've got first down Mustangs. Great call by Coach Brindley. Great call there, and is out to the side. You know, Stevens, the greatest thing about Stevens, he can be in the backfield and you can hand it to him, or if we can just get him the ball. The
Exactly.
really, really good quarterbacks know that they need to get their playmakers the ball. They just deliver the ball to the people
Exactly.
that can make the play.
Well, you know, one thing I love about Brindley is he's a calm, cool, collected kind of guy. He knows what to do. He knows the game of football, and he didn't seem concerned there when we got backed up. Wilburn up the middle. Looks about a 5-yard gain there for the Mustangs. Great job, great run there by Chris.
Hey, anytime on first down you can get 5 yards, hey, that is moving the chains down the field. So I'll take 5 yards every time. We can go 5. We can get a 3rd and short here. I'd rather be 3rd and short than 3rd and long. And that was just kind of, hey, we're going to line up and put it right in your face here. We're going to drive it right down your throat and see what happens. So Wilburn's got the offense. We've got Dustin Stevens in the backfield. We got Bird spread out wide there, and then Stevens up the middle, and he bounces it out. Nice, unbelievable cut, and it looks like we've got another Mustangs first down.
That's a first down. Hey, great work there, footwork there by Stevens. He did a great job of following his blockers. His blockers continue to push up the field. That's what we want. You know, you're going to see great footwork by Stevens, but you're going to see his line giving everything they got to get him pushed up the field.
Yeah, it was kind of like the defender went, I got you, and then he went, whoop. No, you don't. Not so fast. Wilburn in the backfield, back by himself, 2 split on the top, and the ball goes to Dustin Stevens again. There he goes, going to cut it up the field, cut it back. Hey, again, he got 2 or 3. Going to set up about 2nd and 8 here on the 25-yard line going in. Need to get inside that red zone, Casey.
And again, Keith, we talked about this earlier in the game. Mitchell knows where the ball's going. They know it's going to Dustin. And the beautiful thing about that is, and I think we'll work around that, is Dustin's still going to get the ball a lot, even when you know it's going to go to Dustin, just because truly it seems like he can't be stopped.
Well, I think what's going to happen is they're going to thank Stevens, and then Brindley's going to dial something up, maybe to Magestro up there at the top, and here's Bird in motion, and we'll see. But there's Stevens again. It's a huge, huge hole
Gap
around
there, great
the corner. And it looks like we may have a face mask, it looked like to me. No flag on the field.
Stevens, 5-yard gain.
Looks like we're going to about a 3rd and 4 here.
3rd and 4 Mustangs. You know what, Casey? Maybe we should call it the red zone. Maybe for Smoky, we should call it the blue zone.
I think that's a good idea. We don't want to go anything towards Franklin here, and Franklin's red zone, so we're going to go blue zone here for the Stangs. And we have a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense, but Brindley does not like that call by the referee.
It was a false start on the Mustangs. That's going to put us back. Going to put us in a little bit longer play here. Now we're going to be 3rd and 9. So that's a different play call than 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Brindley did not like that penalty on us. The referee kind of made a motion to Brindley that we can't make a little stutter start there. I didn't see that, but, you know, the guys down there in the black and white, they know what they're talking about most of the time. So we'll see what happens here with this thing. 3rd and 9, we're long here. Let's see what we get here.
Well, as much as you don't want to say it, referees are part of the game, and it's just what we have to deal with. There we go to Stevens. If he cuts it up, he's got... and he got about 4 or 5 back. If he could have just got rid of that one tackler there, I think
one more guy will break loose here.
You know, they say it's a game of inches.
Exactly. Let's see what Stings go here for. We're not going to kick, so it looks like we're going to go for it here on 4th and about 3 or 4 here. I'm wondering if we'll go straight for the end zone or just try to get this first down.
If it was me, I would get the first down. We need about 4 yards. And that was an illegal procedure again. We had a little confusion there. Timeout Mustangs. Great play by Coach Brindley.
Yeah.
Let's pause for a commercial. We'll come right back to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
Go Stangs.
Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium. You're listening to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network, the voice of the Mustangs, Keith West and Casey Melvin here with you. Starting lineups for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs on offense. Here they are. Tyler Bailey, Eli Grasty, Britt Birch, Colin Crow, there he is on both sides of the ball, and Lawson White lined up our line. We also got Daniel Melton, Darian Bird, Chris Wilburn is your quarterback, your senior. There's Dustin Stevens, Rocky Magestro, and Zeb Fisher. Here we are, 4th and 4, back to live action.
Mustangs line up.
Bring it out to the side. That was, looked like they knew what we were doing there.
Right there to Stevens on 4th and 4 right there. So we're going to turn over the ball here back to Mitchell. Good field set up for our defense here. Let's see if we can get a stop and keep them here and get a good TD here for the Mustang.
Well, you know, Casey, we're not expecting to, like pour water through a strainer on this Mitchell defense. This is the number 5 team in the state, and so they're going to be tough. They always are tough. They went all the way to the regional finals last year, so it's going to be tough for the Mustang. Everything that we're going to get, we're going to earn. Here it is, Tuberfield in the backfield. I think he's got Duncan to his left. And Tuberfield's going to run, but it is nothing going.
Look
The
at
big
Lawson
blue
Wyke.
wall, Lawson
Wow.
Wyke and the rest of the crew. Let me see who else that
I think
was.
that's 56 right there. Who is that for us right there? That is
That's Eli Grasty.
Eli
There he is.
Grasty.
We just called his name on the offense, and he's even doing both sides of the ball. So nothing up the middle. I don't think Mitchell's going to go away from that. They want to establish the run, so that opens up Arrington on the outside. And also all-conference Colin Crow on the tackle that time.
This is what we want to see here from our Mustangs here. This is what you want to see from a line, and this has been really impressive just in the past couple games. This is what you've been getting from your linemen, and this is what we want to continue all season.
There's Tuberfield. He's going out to pass. He's looking for Arrington, and that was
a tackle there, kind of mixed there with Bird and Magestro. I'm telling you, Magestro is all over this field.
He is. That was Ethan Willis, number 7. I think he was looking for someone else, and he went to the out receiver there.
Yeah, we're here at 3rd and 5 here for Mitchell here. Huge stop, big stop right here for the Stangs would be great for our offense, a great setup for our offense. So let's see if our defense can get that working.
Well, I think I'm not the play caller. It's a official timeout on the field. Looks like someone, number 4, Duncan, looks like he had some kind of equipment malfunction. And so they're bringing number 22.
Number 22 back in for him.
Number 22, Carter Hull. He was actually the player of the week last week for Mitchell. Their coaches voted him player of the week. So, although Duncan's off the field, Hull comes back on the field, and I thought maybe we get Duncan off the field. At least he wouldn't get the ball this time.
Exactly. It looks like he's about to line out wide here. Let's see here. We got him set up. We got Max Buchanan, number 3 here. Max Buchanan lined up down here, one-on-one. Okay, now we're shifting here. Darian Bird's here.
There's no one on number 8 down here low. I think we shifted out. There he is. Get that ball.
Screen pass. Oh, almost intercepted by the Mustangs.
There's Arrington.
We got to make
he's
a tackle
loose.
here.
He's down to the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, and touchdown Mitchell. We just missed some tackles on that one.
There was a few missed tackles there for the Mustangs. We just got to get them wrapped up. Almost intercepted. I really thought we were going to run through that screen pass, but he kind of went across to the other side of the field, gave him space to run, and there's just a few missed tackles by the Mustangs that we just got to seal up.
Well, Arrington is not going to be brought down with an arm tackle at 6'1", 205, and you know what? That's a lesson learned. That's okay. We went down before, and come down with the offense and see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm not worried about our Stangs here. I think we're going to come back and put another 7 on the board for us as well.
All right, Mitchell with the point after attempt, number with 113 in the fourth quarter. It is Mitchell 7, Smoky Mountain 0. We'll cut to a commercial break. Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium. You're listening to Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Woodard is getting ready to kick off. Looks like we got Stevens deep. Let's see what the Mustangs can dial up here. We need to respond right here, Casey.
Yeah, let's see if Stevens can get us some good yardage here.
Nice high kick taken by Dustin at the 15-yard line. He takes it out to the outside and brings it up to the 33-yard line. A nice return, about a 17-yard return.
Dustin Stevens. Ball's on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see how the Mustangs respond here. If I know Chris Wilburn, he's in that dugout. I mean, in that dugout. He's in the huddle right now telling the boys, let's take this thing and let's make some positive yards out of it. So we have got end up in the backfield. It's a little fake. And Wilburn up the middle for about 2 yards. Not a whole lot going on up the middle, folks.
Yeah, 2-yard game back there by Wilburn. And just to reiterate what you said, Keith, Chris is such a great leader. I've never seen a more positive kid than Chris. Just so many great things you could say about Chris and who he is. And I know when he got out there on the field, he said, boys, we're all right. We can do this. And that's the kind of quarterback you want leading your team.
Yeah, let's see what the Mustangs dial up here. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
We got Melton here wide.
Melton's wide. We got Magestro to the top and Bird to the side. It's going to go to Dustin Stevens. He's up the middle. He's broken
beautiful
it,
gap.
and almost first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Great play. Just read his blocks right up the middle. And great play there for Dustin Stevens.
3rd and 1.
I think what Coach Brindley is going to do is let this go to the second quarter. First quarter score is Mitchell 7, Smoky Mountain 0. We'll cut to a commercial break. Be right back on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium, Babe Howell Field. Smoky Mountain Sports Network, Keith West and Casey Melson, the voice of the Mustangs, are here. Casey, we're about to get ready to go in the third quarter. We flipped the fields here, and Smoky Mountain has second quarter, Smoky Mountain has a 3rd and 1. It's really key that we get this 3rd and 1 right here.
Yeah, I think we just need to punch this up here in the middle, get ourselves this 1 yard, and then get it set up for a good play here for the Mustangs. Looks like Wilburn is still pushing through, but I'm not so sure he got across. Looks like the ref's giving to him.
Yeah, the line judge was at about the 45-yard line, and so it's forward progress. So looks like we're going to regroup, get a different play. So it's a 1st and 10 Mustangs. We're on the move here, folks.
And folks, while you're listening, just to remind you, the Smoky Mountain High School Athletic Booster Club is running a season-long shake, raffle, and roll 50-50 to be paid out April 2nd at halftime of the last varsity home game this year. You don't need to be present to win. Get your tickets for $5 or 5 tickets for $20. Tickets will be purchased at the high school office or at the home games.
Wilburn's rolling out. Looks like he's going to run it, tuck it and run, and he brings it up. Gets about 4 or 5. Looks like 4 yards. Tucked it up there and ran for Chris Wilburn.
Wilburn around the end for 4.
And that's what we spoke about earlier in the game, Keith, is Chris is just a kind of quarterback that he has kind of the body of a running back. And Chris just loves to push downfield, and it does a great job of that as a QB.
Yeah, he's a load back there. He's quick. And before we know it, he'll let it loose downfield. Smoky Mountain is going to be 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Let's see if we can get over the 50-yard line here against Mitchell. Going to Stevens up the middle, and a huge Mustang hole behind that blue wall, and they are pushing, look like about 7 or 8 that Dustin got, and a Mustang first down.
And to quote you last week, Keith, that is just a massive dose of Dustin Stevens right there.
Massive dose of Dustin Stevens. You know, they don't have an answer for him yet, Casey. They don't have an answer. He's still running downhill. We're getting massive chunks of yards. And here we go, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Let's see what Coach Brindley dials up here for the Stangs.
Mustangs are loading the right side.
Going back.
Stevens takes up the right side.
Play.
Oh, good.
And
He's gone,
20,
folks.
15, 10, 5.
Touchdown.
Looks like touchdown. Dustin Stevens, give him 6.
Give him 6, folks. What amazing footwork there by Dustin Stevens.
Folks, my give him 6 was premature, down on the 1-yard line. If we had a video review, I think he may
I
have
think
got
we would have
in.
got that. I think we could have got
I
that.
think he got in. Wow, Dustin just got around the corner there, and he made a move on the outside linebacker, and then Casey, he was gone. I thought he went to the house. You know what? I think we'd give it to him again.
Well, Brindley loaded that right side there, and the receivers and this line did a great job making room for Dustin, and then that shuffle step there just broke him free.
Wilburn to Stevens, and they knew it was coming. I think we lost about a yard on that one, folks.
We really need this touchdown right here, Keith. I think this would be a great morale booster for our Mustangs and for our defense coming on the field. We really need to get this in.
Now, it was a no gain, 2nd and goal, so the ball is on the other side of the 1 yard line, right about the 1 yard line. So we really need to push Mitchell back into the end zone here. It's going towards the old gym here at Smoky Mountain. Let's see, Wilburn's under center.
I'm looking for Wilburn to punch it in here.
I'm looking for a
Punch
quarterback
it in, Chris.
sneak. Keep pushing, boys. And no, we had he looks like he is stopping about maybe an inch short, Casey. Maybe an inch short.
I really thought he punched it in there, but that referee didn't seem
He's
to
not
want
giving
it
it to
otherwise.
us. He's
yes.
not giving it to us. You know what? To quote a wise man, I would go a heavy dose right up the middle again.
Heavy dose of Chris Wilburn right up the middle.
Wilburn under center. Ball.
He punches in.
And
that's got to be a touchdown,
signal.
folks.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
What is it,
Give
Keith?
him 6.
Exactly.
Chris Wilburn, touchdown, the Smoky Mountains.
What a good morale booster for the Mustangs to come back and answer right back to Mitchell. This is what we needed on offense. That boosts your morale of your defensive players. They feel like they have something to come out and fight for, and that's what you want.
Casey, huge response for the Mustangs. Hunter Presley, a senior, is on to attempt the extra point.
And it's good, folks.
It's up and good. Hunter was like 7 for 7 last week on PATs. He's pretty automatic. Great.
And Hunter's also a soccer player. Great soccer player.
Hey, with 9:23 left in the second quarter, it is Smoky Mountain 7 and Mitchell 7. Mustangs have respond. Let's go to a commercial break. Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium. You're on the listening or watching the brand new Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Keith West, Casey Melvin, the voice of the Mustangs here. We had a huge response there, Casey. Great run by Dustin. And you know what?
Yeah.
No quit down in the goal line. It was just inch by inch.
Wilburn,
and Mitchell,
inch by
they
inch.
bowed their head there and they bowed their neck and saying, no, you're not going to get in. But that old big blue wall there just kind of pushed them all the way in.
And you don't tell a guy like Chris Wilburn you're not getting in here. That's not how he rolls. He's got too much heart, and I knew that was going to happen. I knew Chris was going to get himself in there because that's just how he is.
Zink is ready to kick, and we had it's like a delay of game maybe.
Flag on the play. Delay of the game on the Mustangs here.
5-yard penalty. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game and help to support Smoky Mountain High School and the Jackson County community by wearing a mask and practicing proper social.
So that was delay of game on the Smokies. You know, little small things like that can add up during a game. The good thing is that Zeke Sink has a huge leg and can he had 2 or 3 touchbacks last weekend in the JV game. They moved him up to the kickoffs, and here we go, starting the second quarter off. It's going to go to number 9, Ty Sparks, and a great tackle there by.
Tackle was by number 24 for the Mustangs, and that is going to be none other than Mathis.
Great play. Got down there, took his legs out. Mitchell kids are pretty big, so we're going to have to hit them low to get them down, you know?
Yeah, it's great to see our guys back out here lined up. Look like they have a little bit of spark to them. You can see Dustin kind of pacing the back. He's ready. Let's see what the Mustangs can do here.
Tuberfield in the backfield. He's going to fake to Duncan, slips, looking for Arrington across the middle, wide open,
to
number
89. Oh, 89 there for the Mitchell. Great tackle by Darian Bird. He hit him pretty hard. You know, I'm telling you, I would not want to be hit by Darian.
Big Cole Sparks there across the middle, a tight end. That was kind of wide open, so I think we may have a misassignment there. Someone missed that guy. He came from the top side of your view there, across right behind the linebackers, right in front of the linebackers, and one of our linebackers didn't pick him up.
Yeah, it was a little unexpected there for the Mustangs.
Well, I wouldn't really expect that tight end. He's now lined up on the lower side. They're in a tight package. Tuberfield
Bad snap
back
to number
throw.
2.
He throws out to the outside to number 22, and that is a drop. That's
incomplete
number
pass there with
Carter
Mitchell.
Carter Hole. Probably should have got that one right there, but I'm glad he didn't.
Exactly. Anything, we'll take anything. Their mistakes are just are great plays for us.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here for Mitchell. Probably looking at a short pass here.
Well, you know, they came out with this series, Casey. They've not run as much, and they've packed everybody in tight here. Looks like we got Arrington up on the top. You got to worry about him. And it's going to be Tuberfield up the middle, and a huge gashing play. That was for about 15 yards, maybe 13 yards. Another Mitchell first down.
Yeah, Tuberfield's got some very quick feet on him.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with him a couple of years if we're going to be. He is a sophomore. Correction, folks, it's Tuberfield.
Tuberfield.
I'm thinking the Auburn coach is Tommy Tuberfield.
It's
I
what
keep
it
saying
is.
that. All
exactly.
right, so
it's all right.
Please forgive me if his parents are
it's
watching.
It's a good mix-up to be named after the
little play around the side for Duncan, and a great tackle.
That's your guy, Lawson White.
That was Lawson White. He just got through the backfield, shed his block, got in the backfield, and Duncan had nowhere to go on that one.
Speaking of these linemen and Lawson and guys like this, you're going to see these guys working so hard, and that comes from props from Brindley and his coaching staff. Your lineman man down here, one of my favorite guys in the whole entire world, Mr. David Presley. There's nobody that motivates and works those linemen harder than him. I said the other day, I wished I could just be a lineman on the Mustangs just to be coached by this guy. An amazing football coach, a legend around the Pisgah area, and we're so thankful to have him here in Smoky Mountain.
Tuberfield passes to Arrington, and he dropped it. He was running before he caught the ball, and thank goodness he had a little bit, but, you know, Lawson White was out there. Lawson White was out there. That's kind of similar to the play that he scored on last time.
True. We'll take that as the Mustangs right there.
3rd and 11.
3rd and long here for Mitchell. We're going to be looking at a pass here. Mustangs need to line up and make sure we protect here, get a stop here, and get our offense out here on the field.
Well, you know, Casey, one thing that's apparent with this Mitchell team, they're very well coached, but they have like almost 15 or 20. I think I counted up. I'll count in just a minute. I think 15 seniors on the team. So a lot of senior leadership.
Yeah.
Let's see what they come up with.
Line up in the shotgun.
He's going to run, and it's open again. And he gashed us for about 10 and a first down. We're going to have to stop him. He was a problem last week for Statesville and looks like a problem for us this week.
Yeah.
This year.
For 12 yards. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers.
Casey, that one really hurts. We had him behind the sticks there, and it was almost like a wildcat. They just hiked it to him, and he just took off on the left side. We just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, he's so quick. He's he's lined up in the shotgun, but he's got quick enough feet here. And if we can get our line to shift over a little bit quicker, get these guys here in the backfield to help out, I think we'll be
back
okay.
to pass. He's looking. We got good coverage and incomplete pass.
One thing we got to work on here from my view here in the box, there was a little bit of a hold there. Number 56 here for the Stangs. Who is that again for me? Tell me here, Keith, for our Stang men here. That's Eli Grasty. Was fighting through to get a quarterback sack, but it looked like to me there was a hold for Mitchell, but maybe Black and White didn't see that there.
Well, obviously not, but here's the problem we've been having tonight with this Mitchell team. They end up getting in 2nd and 3rd and long, and then they'll convert. So we need to really keep Tuberfield in the backfield. Duncan's back there with him. Where is Arrington? He's down on the low side of your screen here. It's going to go to Duncan. It's a reverse, and no going. Nothing
Great
doing
stop by
there.
the Stangs.
Great stop by the Stangs. Let's see who that was, number 50. Colin Crow.
2 on the carry.
Sparks was running.
Third and-
Crow took him down. That's why he's an all-conference player.
3rd and 9.
Going to be 3rd and long, Casey. This has been a problem for us. The Mustangs getting off the field the last 2 3rd and longs.
Yeah, we need to get these fans pumped up here.
Field's been
Rally for the Mustangs here.
Been a trouble here for us. So let's see what our defense gets here. Turbyfield, he's going to go back to pass.
Oh, great!
And Bird had him in the backfield, and Turbyfield right up the middle. He is causing trouble, and 5, 10, and touchdown.
Mitchell.
I know that that one hurt a lot. We had him in the backfield. Darian was blitzing, and
Darian did a great job of getting there. One more inch there, and I think he would have wrapped him up.
Well, that's been a problem for us all night. The 3rd and longs are really costing the Mustangs. When it's 3rd and long, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think Brindley's going to figure that out by halftime. I think that's just something we need to adjust. And truly, I think that's really the only thing hurting us right now for the Mustangs is just these 3rd and longs. And I think once we do that, and I think we adjust that, that'll be great for us to come back out here in the second half.
The kick is no good.
Folks, that was huge. That was Woodard for the kick, and the kick is no good. That could, in a close game like this and 2 battling teams, it could be something's come back and haunt them. Smoky Mountain 7 and Mitchell 13. We'll come back in just a minute. We're back here live, Carl Hooper Stadium, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Just had Mitchell on a 3rd and long score. It's 13-7. They missed the extra point. Woodard will be kicking off. Stevens and Buchanan are back deep for the Mustangs. High, deep kick. Looks like it's going to be Dustin Stevens from about the 10. All the way down to the 30-yard line. He's bringing it outside. He made a good cut out to the 36-yard line. A huge return. Dustin, not only can he catch, not only can he run, he can. He has a lot of return yards, all-purpose yards for him.
Yeah, great looks there by Dustin. The sideline here was pretty open here. I think we can get that ball up the sideline. I think he has fast enough feet to get a lot of yards.
Chris Wilburn in the backfield. Dustin comes back. Going to be handed up the middle to Dustin Stevens. Looks like he's going to gain about a yard before big number 63.
2-yard gain by Dustin Stevens. 2nd and 8.
Tackle was made by Connor Buchanan for the Mitchell Mountaineers. We need to respond here. It would be great. It's 5:17 left in the half. And Smoky needs to take the ball down and take the lead right here.
Yeah, I would love
half.
to see us go up 14-13 here. Let's see what the Mustangs answer with here on 2nd and 8.
Magestro in motion. It's going to be Chris Wilburn up the middle. It's a huge, huge hole, and he gets down almost to the first down. We're going to be about a yard short. Hey, this is going to be pretty unbelievable. We're going to be 3rd and 1. So just the opposite of Mitchell Casey. They're like 3rd and 10. We've been short on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
And so that's good that we can.
I think we're doing a great job of just inching up the field, getting the yards when we need to, being really smart, playing smart. I think that's going to do well for us here in this game.
Wilburn under center. And he's up the middle. And looks like, by the line judge, he's going to get about 2 yards, and it looks like a first down Smoky Mountain.
And Wilburn cannot be stopped. He just keeps driving through there like a bull. And you're not going to get him down easily. He's going to wait till that. You're going to wait till that whistle blows to hear him down because he's going to keep punching through.
Well, Chris, he trains with us, Casey, and surprisingly how strong he really is. And so lower half, he has good mobility and a low center of gravity, and it's going to take a lot to bring him down. So Wilburn's in the back. We got wideouts to the 2 at the bottom, and Stevens up at the top. He's in motion back to the backfield. Looks like Mitchell's wanting to blitz here. And they saw that. Dustin Stevens to the outside. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage and no gain. So it looked like they were looking for that. That was Arrington on the tackle.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
Looks like what Mitchell's is doing. They had 2 or 3. They almost had 8 in the box there, ready to stop Stevens because they know, Casey, they're going to have to stop Stevens.
Yeah, Mustangs are punching it in with Stevens every time, and he's not going to give up. He's not a hard guy. He's not an easy guy to take down, and he's going to give you all he's got every single play.
Wilburn in the backfield, maybe looking for a pass here. There goes Stevens up the middle, and they were looking for it, so it's a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and long. Looks like about 3rd and 7.
3-yard gain for Stevens. 3rd and 7.
So the Mustangs are looking for the play to come in. Looks like our JV coach, Zeb Capps over there, is signaling in. And Presley over there, you're the guy you just talked about, encouraging his linemen, let's block and get this first down. So big first down here for the Mustangs, big 3rd down. Here we go, Stevens at the middle. Wilburn around the side. He got plenty of room, folks, and he is driving, and he has got a first down to the 40-yard line. Great call by Coach Brinley and Coach Capps.
Great call by the Mustangs here. Chris shows some quick feet there. You usually see his strength, but that was very quick feet by Wilburn there. Fast feet Wilburn right there.
Well, what got him there was the fake to Stevens. I saw Arrington collapse down. He was on the bottom of your screen. He collapsed down looking for the ball to go to Stevens, and then it left Wilburn available there on the left side.
Well, that's what we needed right there, Keith, to keep this going. We got about 2 minutes left in this quarter before we go into half. We really need a Mustang touchdown right here.
Daniel Melton in motion, and Wilburn up the middle. And a great tackle there, but still a gain of about 3. Mitchell, it seems like we're calling off certain names for Mitchell that are stepping up. It's Arrington, 22 is Hoyle, and Duncan, 4, and, of course, that quarterback, Tuberville.
Oh, yeah, Turbyville.
I'm going to get that right before half.
You will.
Okay?
You'll get it. Come back out.
Wilburn back. He's looking to pass. He has got him down
long
deep.
pass
It's a double coverage.
Oh!
And just out of Dustin Stevens' hands.
He was double coverage, but Stevens actually got his hands on it. You could tell he wanted it. And was that Stevens? No. Yeah, it was. It was Dustin Stevens here. Good pass by Wilburn. Hit his spot there. Stevens just double coverage.
Well, on that one, Casey, he beat the cornerback, and then the free safety came over for help, and the ball arrived right when the free safety got there. So there was a little seam there. We throw that a little bit quicker. Dustin goes to the house on that one.
Yeah, true.
Chris Wilburn in the backfield, a 3rd and 8. A big play here for the Mustangs. 1
Shotgun
minute to
motion
play.
here, folks.
Shotgun
3rd and 8.
Motion. Ball's on the right side. And a
Great
catch. It looks like that's Darian Bird for a first
Great
down. Another
catch.
Mustang first down.
I love it. I love seeing Darian Bird in motion, catching the ball. His kid's got great hands. You rarely see Darian drop a pass. Rarely.
He's a competitor, both sides of the ball. So that was a huge first down. Great composure in the pocket by Wilburn. And now we're mixing it up a little bit, folks. We are not in the blue zone yet. We're with the 25-yard line going in. 1:02 remaining on the clock. And Stevens up the middle. He's gone. 5. And touchdown, Smoky Mountain. Give him 6. Dustin Stevens.
Take him down, folks. Most people would probably be saying, should we change it up? Should we not give it to Stevens? Should we not keep continually handing the ball? And with this guy, it's like, no, he just barrels through. He's not going to stop, and he's going to find a way to get into that end zone.
Well, Casey, those Mitchell Mountaineers were trying to arm tackle Dustin, and to be honest, you can't bring him down. Hunter Presley for the extra point. It's up, And good. And just like that, the Mustangs take the lead 14-13. I told you that would come back and haunt them. So with 56 seconds remaining in the first half, it is Smoky Mountain 14 and Mitchell 13. We'll go to commercial break on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Back here live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Keith West here. Your score is 14-13. Smoky Mountain leading Mitchell. You know, you're not going to arm tackle Dustin Stevens. It is Zeke Sink getting ready to kick off for the Mustang. Looks like number 22 Hoyle back to receive for Mitchell. Short kick. Ball can be covered. Number 8. And down about the 33-yard line.
You know, as the defense comes on the field right here, we got 51 seconds in the game. This is what we're looking for here, folks. We're just looking for smart D, nothing behind us. We don't want any kind of long pass going into the second half. We want to get a stop here, shut these guys down, and get into the locker room and talk about what we need to do to win this ball game.
Turby Phil is back on the, got the call from his coach. He's back in. We got to really continue to watch him. Mitchell would like to go in with the lead right here. So we had a big stance here for the Mustangs, 51 seconds on the clock. And Turby Phil to the right, he is open, and we had a great tackle there. Who was that down there on the bottom, Casey? That's number 56.
You got help there from number 42, 56
Eli
Ali
Grasty.
Grasty, and
Eli
number
Grasty, great
42
play.
for the Stangs, also helping out on that tackle. That's going to be your guy, Nakoma Driver. Folks, we are just learning names here with the jerseys here. We can't see, we know faces, but with the helmets on, it's hard. So we're gonna get you guys by next game where we know everything by heart.
Turby Phil in the backfield. He's going to run again off to the right side. Got to get containment there. And a great open field tackle. We almost had him, and Rocky Majester almost had him, and he is out for another Mitchell first down. Almost. They actually told him he was out. 1 yard to go, 3rd and 1. We're gonna have to wrap him up, Casey.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here for the Mustangs, or for Mitchell here. Mustangs on defense. 8.5 seconds left on the clock. We just need to contain it right here. Nothing behind us for the Mustangs, and let's go into the half here up 1 and see what we need to do to shut this team down and win this game.
Well, I know that the coaches and the coaching staff will work. We knew Turby Field was going to be a trouble for us, and a lot of talent out there on the field. So Turby Field in the backfield, it's going to hand off, I think, to Duncan up the middle. A huge hole, and it's like Lawson Wyke with the tackle finally. And that's going to seal it. We're going to go to halftime, gang. Mustangs.
Hey, that's what we needed there, Keith.
We did. I know that looks like they called a timeout. I don't know if they got the timeout. We're going to get the official call here in just a minute.
Our Mustang fans are not liking that call. I'm not sure that Mitchell got that timeout off, but they're saying that they got a timeout with about a second or 2 left. So there's going to be 1 second left on the clock, and the Mustangs are going to have to come out here and take the second to stop Mitchell and not go into the half with a touchdown for them.
Well, you know, Casey, this is a huge play right here for Mitchell. They gashed us for about 2 big ones for about 25 yards there for Turby Phil. He got one, and then that was Duncan. And so they're definitely going to have to throw it. I'm going to be looking for Arrington, the big 6'4" receiver.
Yeah.
But you know what? Usually when you look for someone, they might go to someone else. So we'll see what they dial up here.
I'm looking for Mitchell to pass here, and I think that's what our coaching staff, that's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, they're going to have to go to the end zone, and so we're going to see if Turby Phil can actually get it to the end zone. But you know what? We got to contain the quarterback. It looks like we got 4 down linemen. Our linebackers are spread out. They're gonna spread out 3. And so nobody in the backfield for Turby Field. He is looking. There goes
Rushing.
Magestro.
Magestro,
the big hit.
Interception.
And almost an interception. That is exactly what we need. We've talked about Rocky Magestro, and he made an unbelievable hit on Turbyville. Hey, guys,
Eli got his hands on the ball there, but just couldn't quite grasp it. I think that was the excitement of, oh, yeah, it's coming to me, baby.
So Smoky Mountain's going to go into halftime, gang, leading 14-13. This is shaping up, Casey, to everything that we thought it would be. Number 5, Mitchell in the state. Number 20, Smoky Mountain in the state. I will make the differentiator. They're a 1A team, but they play way above the 1A level. So we're going to go to a commercial break here. We'll come back in just a little bit and talk about halftime. Hey, we're in for a barn burner here in the second half. I know that Coach Brindley and the rest of the coaching staff, they've got a lot of film that they're going to look at, and they're going to make some adjustments. What kind of things do you think they need to adjust here going into the half?
Yeah, well, Keith, you talked about it a little bit earlier. Is just that 3rd and long situation that we're looking at every time. I think that's where we've got to really adjust here. And when we're 3rd and long, we've really got to buckle down and get a stop. And it just came down to really, truly every time some missed tackles here and there. And so I think we have to answer back on those 3rd and longs, see what we need to do in that situation. And we're just looking at really stopping Turbyfield. He really is running all over the field right now. And I think that Brindley will go in there and know that that's coming in and know how to shut that down. And we'll come out and really be able to fix that and adjust that as Mustangs.
Yeah, gang, I know that they're going to make some adjustments. Things that I have seen this half. First, we're going to have to contain that quarterback, Turby Phil. Duncan is doing some damage, but really the damage is coming from the quarterback and containing him in the backfield. So I know they're going to make those adjustments, and we'll see what happens. We're going to take a commercial break here. We'll come right back. We'll cover live games that are going on right now. We'll cover the conference and what's coming up next for the Mustangs, and also Smoky Mountain Sports coming up. And we'll cover a lot more as we start going on. This is Keith West, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Go Stangs.
Welcome back. Halftime here at Carl Hooper Stadium. Smoky Mountain Sports Network, Keith West and Casey Melvin, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you. Got about 5 minutes left in halftime. Smoky Mountain is winning 14-13 in a battle this cold Friday night, Casey. We're going to talk a little bit about Smoky Mountain sports. Last week, our JV played right here on this field against Madison. They ended up winning 49-6. Played an unbelievable game. You and I called that game on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. They piled up 347 total yards of offense to Madison's 60. Some of the highlights were...
Yeah, when you're looking at the game last week, well, I'm going to be talking about this guy, one of my favorite guys in the world, freshman quarterback Jed West. He was 8 for 14 in the game with 145 yards and threw for a touchdown and rushed for another TD. Great job for Jed in his very first game of football. Then you got freshman Isaiah McNeely. This kid was all over the place. He rushed for 90 yards, had 3 touchdowns. And then another guy that was all over, freshman Damari Williams, rushed for 65 yards with averaging 10.8 yards per carry. And then freshman Lincoln Sutton, who's a wide receiver, he rushed for 30 yards and had 1 receiving touchdown. You're also looking at guys like sophomore Zeke Sink, who was 7 for 7 on point attempts and really drove the ball off on the kickoffs. He had 2 or 3 touchbacks. This kid's got a leg, and I was calling him Zeke the Boot Sink.
Yes, you were. The JV team will be playing this Thursday, March 11th. And, Casey, they get to travel all the way to Canton and play the dreaded rival Pisgah Bears in a conference matchup that begins at 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that game. Pisgah's going to be a great game for us, and I'm excited to see what the Mustangs will answer with.
Other Mustang sports to report this week is the men's soccer team improved to 7-1-2 with victories over Franklin yesterday, 3-1. Bavard, they beat them 5-1 on Wednesday, and the Mustangs lost in a heartbreaker to Hendersonville in double overtime, 4-3. They are currently tied with Hendersonville for first in the Mountain 6 Conference, and I got with Coach Brown this week, and here's what he said. He said, our senior class is the glue that holds us together. Players like Tucker Watterson, Andrew Roach, and the entire defense are just playing incredible this year. Our young goalkeeper, Nathan Porter, and Carson Seagraves are playing unbelievable, Casey. And Hunter Presley has been a huge asset. So Hunter gets to play soccer, and he also gets to play football here. He said, I'm so proud of the character and their tireless, relentless mentality that these guys have.
Yeah, the Mustang soccer guys are a great group of guys to watch. And so if you can get out here to a Mustang soccer game now, because we are allowed about, I think, 900 fans here.
Still get to have 900 fans.
Yeah,
and so guys, as Casey,
let's pack these soccer games out.
Yeah, come out and support the Mustangs. Hey, Casey, this week determines the conference championship, and also it determines a state playoff berth. So we need you to come out Monday night. They'll be at East Henderson. But especially plan on Wednesday night, 5 o'clock, come out to Carl Hooper Stadium. The Mustangs will be here. We play our crosstown rival, or not our crosstown rival, our cross-mountain rival, right, Franklin. It is senior night, so come and support these seniors. Be out here for them. They finish up the season on Thursday with Swain High School. Real quick, guys, we're going to touch on middle school sports. Casey, you are a middle school basketball coach, and, championships are built on the backs of middle school and junior varsity coaches.
Exactly.
And you're preparing these kids for high school. And so you've had some of these kids. They are 1-1 this season. They lost last night to a really good Bethel team. I talked to some of the coaches, and they said, man, they were a physical, really quick and big team. Yeah. So we lost 28-7 there. Some of the highlights were Luke Fortner on both offensive defense, and the quarterback, Jarek Jones, just incredibly athletic and ran down the field.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what this middle school team can do. We were out here watching them the other day against Canton, and they were just kind of running all over the field on the Bears. And so we'll see what happens with our middle school team. Just props to them. Good luck to them. I know I coached a lot of those boys in basketball, so it's exciting for me to be able to watch them and just hoping for a good season for them and well wishes to those boys. Really love those guys a lot.
Just a quick reminder from Coach Athletic Director Adam Phillips. He said baseball, track and field, wrestling, and women's tennis will begin on April the 12th. If you plan to try out, you need to go to the Smoky Mountain High School website and click on the family ID and get that linked up. And you also need a physical before that starts, all right? Casey, you got another announcement there for us.
Yeah, one more announcement for you guys. Next week at the home game in the cafeteria after the game, you're going to have your first of the year FCA fifth quarter. COVID rules still apply to those things, so making sure we're wearing a mask. But, hey, all of you students, head out to the FCA fifth quarter next week in the cafeteria after the game. Great time. There'll always be food, speakers, sometimes music. The FCA does a great job here of just loving on our students really well, and we want you to go out and support that.
And the Smoky Mountain Mustangs are taking the field at halftime. I'm sure they got some instruction from Coach. They're going to warm up here. Around the league, the Mountain 6 Conference, 2A Conference, we've got we got Owen leading East Henderson 28-0 at halftime. Pisgah is losing 21-14 to Mount Airy, a very good Mount Airy team. And Bavard is winning 6-0 in looks like a defensive battle there, Casey, against North Iredale.
Yeah, we got Mitchell back out on the field here also warming up. I'm interested to see what they went into the locker room to talk about because, you want to say, let's stop 14, but can you truly stop him? Can you stop number 14,
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. Also, around the league, it's Hendersonville 14, Mountain Heritage 16, and Murphy is leading Franklin 7-6. One of the big surprises currently was Andrews over Swain, 20-7. I don't know if that one's in halftime or that score has changed yet, but the Maroon Devils are not going to go away. We've got about 2 minutes before the start of the game. The teams are out on the field warming back up, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come right back to you on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Your Mustangs are winning 14-13.
Go Stangs.
Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. The voice of the Mustangs, Keith West, with you, along with the voice-ette of the Mustangs, Casey Melvin.
Yes.
Casey, you had a little announcement there you wanted to bring on before we start the game?
Yeah, as the Stangs are coming on the field, we just want to announce to you guys one more time the Smoky Mountain Athletic Booster Club is running a season-long shake, raffle, and roll 50-50 to be paid out on April 2nd. At halftime of the last varsity home game. So you don't have to be present here to win that, and you can get your tickets for $5 or you can buy 5 for $20, and tickets can be purchased at the high school office or at the home games. This is going to end up being what we hope is to be a big 50-50, so get your money in there, folks. You can win some and support our athletics, which is what we really, really need this year. Just because of COVID and things going on, we haven't been able to have as many fans, so our athletics really do need our money, folks. And so if you would support this Booster Club raffle, benefits you and us.
Woodard to kick. Stevens to return.
Woodard's going to be kicking off. Mustangs get the ball beginning the second half. This is a big possession for us. Looks like Stevens is back to return. Let's see if they kick it off to him. I'm thinking they're going to go short maybe to Melton or Buchanan. And they kick it off to Dustin Stevens. He takes the ball about the 8-yard line. He's up over the 20. He's at 25. He's got a seam down the sideline. The 30. The 35, and he is stopped at the 37-yard line. Great return by Dustin Stevens. We're in business about the 36-yard line. Casey, I'm interested to see what changes the Mustangs made going into halftime. I think I noticed that last time when we tossed the ball around a little bit and got the ball spread out a little bit, that it loosened us up for the run. So let's see if that's the strategy going in.
Yeah, you can tell Brindley really trusts in him and believes in his offense, and it's working. You know, some people may say, but every time we've been on offense, we've answered back to Mitchell, and that's what we want here. Let's see what we do here.
Mitchell is up the middle, and they still can't stop Stevens. He goes for another about 7 yards. They were cheated. The linebackers were cheating up, Casey, knowing that it was going to Stevens, and they still couldn't stop him. So it's going to be interesting to see if they cheat up even more, if we can just dump it right over those linebackers that are rushing, get it to Darian Bird or maybe Zeb Fisher. Zeb Fisher has incredible hands. He's a sophomore, about 6'3", 235 pounds, and so
this guy looks like a senior. Guys.
He does look like a senior. So I know Zeb can surprise you if he runs down the field. We did that on Robbinsville, so we'll see what happens. Chris has got Darian Bird in motion. Ball at the 44-yard line. Gives it off to Dustin Stevens. They knew it was coming, but Dustin turns the corner and gets a Mustang first down out to the 50-yard line.
There, folks. And, you know, just to reiterate again, Keith, I'm a big advocate of these guys. You got to look at your guys on the line. They are the guys that are going to create gaps for you. Dustin's has got the wheels and the feet, and so he trusts these guys to create gaps for him, and that's what they're doing right now. And so even guys like Zeb Fisher, who's a tight end, you're going to see hands, he's another guy making gaps and creating things for your guys in the backfield. And that's what you want to see up front. You want to see guys that you can trust to create seams for you and protect your quarterback.
Empty backfield for Chris Wilburn. He's got 3 split out. We've got Rocky Magestro in motion. A fake handoff. Wilburn up the middle, and then Mitchell read that one like a book. And so no gain on the play.
Number 50 for Mitchell, that would be Bullis there, I think. Came around from the back and got a hold of Chris there. So we're here now. We're about 2nd and 10. Mustangs maybe try to answer with a short pass.
Mitchell is really cheating up in the box. So you'll watch their linebackers. They're putting 4. They got 4 down linemen. They're like 4-3. That outside linebacker cheated in. They knew that it was coming to Stevens. And Stevens just flat out outran him, guys, for a first down Mustangs. So number 21, the outside, that is Gabe Bryant. He had a beat on Stevens, but I don't think he realized how fast Stevens was. So Stevens just put some grass in between him and Bryant there.
This kid is just phenomenal. It's just funny to watch and be like, are you tired? You know, I want to go down there and be like, Dustin, are you tired? Because you don't look it. And he's just nonstop going all the time. So that's another 10 yards for Dustin Stevens right there. Kind of can't stop, won't stop for this guy.
It is. And, Mitchell's trying to cheat up to know, hey, it's coming. They know it's coming. Haven't found a solution yet. So now they're stacking the box. They've got 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box. Fake to Stevens. It goes up the middle to Stevens, and they were ready for him. So about a yard on the play. And it's kind of hard when you put 7 up in the box. 7 on 4. It hurts us a little bit.
2nd and 9.
Casey, just want to remark at how our athletic department and the school has handled the COVID situation and kept these kids safe and got us on the field. That's an important. There's a lot of people behind the scenes to make this thing happen, and so we're really happy. So empty backfield for Chris Wilburn. He's got 3 to the back. That's Magestro. Stevens in motion. It's a fake. It's a handoff to Stevens. He up the middle. 5, and he gets about 7 yards. Fumble on the play.
We're saying the fumble, but that to me, he looked like he was down.
The side judge, Casey, the side judge over here is saying, no, it was down. That's a disaster diverted, all right? So we are a 3rd and 3 on the 33-yard line. Yeah,
Stevens was seriously down there. Mitchell wanted it, but it looked like he got choked out by the horse collar there, but we're going to set back up here, 3rd and 3. For the Mustangs, 8 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Wilburn and Stevens in the backfield. They're definitely cheating up. They know it's coming, and they knew it was coming right up the middle. Yeah, Wilburn should have kept that one. He had a lot of grass over here to the sidelines and down the bottom side of your screen. So we're gonna have 4th down and about 3 or about 4. We may have lost a yard. 4th and 3. Looks like Coach Brindley is going to go for this. They trust his offense. Let's see what they dial up here. They're keying on Stevens more and more this drive.
Yeah, I know that's what Mitchell went and talked about in the locker room is let's shut him down, and we've talked about it. It's just hard to. But you got some guys on here on the other part of the teams here that will answer back if Stevens can't if we can't get it through Stevens. And so you'll notice that as we go. Wilburn gets the handoff to himself, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to be stopped, and it's going to be Mitchell's ball.
Huge play for the Mitchell defense there. It's almost like they knew what was coming there. Chris is limping slightly coming off the sideline. I think he's okay. He's a tough individual. So need our defense to step up here. It would have been great for us to get some points out of that one. But Mitchell's going to dial some things up. They're pretty pumped. Their fans went pretty crazy on that one. Turbyfield in the backfield. He sends Duncan in motion. Waits for the snap. And it's going to be Turbyfield. It looks like we have cued on that. Oh, Darian Bird had him in the backfield, and we push him out. He only gets a 3-yard gain. He's a tough one to bring down, too.
You know, Darian's doing a great job of getting to the ball so much. We're just missing the tackle just a little bit. Maybe hitting a little bit lower, you know, I would suggest is just grabbing him a little bit lower.
Yeah.
We're getting some hands on there, but wrapping him up and trying to get him down.
I think the tough thing there is us up here, we say just bring him down, and when you he's faster than you think. So I think Turbyfield is a lot faster. Great thing for Mitchell. They're going to have him around 3 more years. He's only a sophomore, or 2 more years after this. They got Arrington to the bottom of the screen. We got Max Buchanan on him. Max Buchanan's a good cover corner here. Turbyfield's directing the offense. He brings his tight end over. Looks like Duncan in the backfield. 3 wide receivers spread. He rolls to his right.
He's looking for him.
Arrington, and wide open
It's
is
number
9, Ty Sparks. That's enough for a Mitchell first down.
That's going to set Mitchell up here on about the 47 for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Mitchell. Mitchell's come out more with a little bit of a balanced attack. They ran 2, threw 1. I expect him to throw a little bit more in the second half. They're putting the ball in the sophomore's hands, and he's carrying the team on his back right now, Casey.
Yeah, this guy's a really confident football player, and you
1st
can tell
and 10.
that.
Turbyfield over to the right. He breaks through and gets about 5 yards. You know, Casey, when I was in high school here at Civil Webster,
when it was Civil Webster,
yeah, I was never fortunate enough to be a Mustang. Mitchell was always tough. In football, it was us and them. We tied for the league championship our senior year. But in wrestling, they had 4 in a row state championships. In my senior year, they were ranked number 1. We were number 2. And it seemed like they were just always there. And it hasn't stopped. They have a great tradition of athletics up there.
Yeah, you can always tell. I mean, you can always tell what kind of team you're playing against based on how many away fans you have going on. Fans aren't going to come out just to watch a low-class team. And so, obviously, when you got those fans busy over there 2.5 hours away, you know you got something special in this team.
Turbyfield out to the left side, and he gets another huge chunk of yards, about a 10-yard gain there for Turbyfield. We need to find an answer. We still haven't found an answer for him. He goes over to the sideline there, gets the play, and then comes back in and directs his team. So they're switching some players out, see if we can get some people to stop Turbyfield here.
You got Britt Birch coming in for the Mustangs, subbing in. 1st and 10 here for Mitchell. It's
good getting Britt Birch in there, 6'6", a big old boy. 320 pounds, so maybe that'll get us stopping. They put him on the left side over there. That's where Turbyfield has been walking and running, and it goes again to the left side. Let's see if we have an answer. And not yet. That's about a 7-yard gain. So he's really running downhill. We do not have an answer yet, and I guess if I was Mitchell too, I would keep feeding him. So it's his timeout, Mitchell. We're going to go to a commercial break. It is timeout, Smoky Mountain. Mustangs 14, Mountaineers 13, 5:10 left in the 3rd quarter. We're on your Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
Go Stangs.
We're back here live at Carl Hooper Stadium. It's the voice of the Mustangs, Keith West, along with Casey Melvin here on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. It's going to be second and two, excuse me. Mitchell is driving here in the second half. Turbyfield in the backfield is going to hand off to Duncan up the middle, and there is nothing there. All right, so I think he's got the first down, though. He got enough for the first down.
Yeah, I think Mitchell just punched that one in for that first down here.
Mitchell's just right outside of the red zone, about the 25-yard line, going from our left to right. And we need to find a stop here. Mitchell continues to run the ball. Don't really need to do anything else because we're having a hard time to stop it. This would be a great time for that big blue curtain to step up and make a huge play. It'd be great to have a turnover, too. We need to win the turnover battle.
We got 89 in motion.
Turbyfield to the right side, stepping up, and great job there. Great job on containment. He only gets about 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, Turbyfield really likes to run to the left side. I think that's more of his favored side there. So I think it went usually to the right. We've noticed that we've done a good job of containing him. So if we can just really shut that left side down for them, I think he'll have a harder time really getting through.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7. 4:12 on the clock. And Mustangs are set up. They really need to dig their cleats in here and get ready to stop Mitchell on this drive. Turbyfield in the backfield. He comes down. He's going to roll to his right for a pass. And there was Arrington, and a great tackle by Dustin Stevens. And first down, Mitchell.
Turbyville completed the pass to Arrington. 1st and 10, Mitchell.
Turbyfield in the backfield. It is 1st and 10, Mitchell out in the red zone now. So he is directing the offense. Looks over to his coaches to get a play or an audible, and Turbyfield off to, that's Duncan up the middle, and he has a hard fought run. It's hard to bring him down, and touchdown Mitchell. Looks like we're trying to tackle a little bit too high, Casey. So Mitch, that is a senior there. That's Duncan. He ran last week against Statesville, about 145 yards. So he's a tough back to bring down. We just need to wrap him up, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we had 3 Mustangs with their hands right on him to stop him. And so we'll see what Mitchell's going to do here. They actually look like they're going to go for 2. So let's see if they're going to answer here with that.
So Mitchell looking to go for a 2-point conversion. They're shuffling their offense in and out. And Turbyfield is directing the offense. And let's see what they dial up on the 2-point conversion. Huge stop here for the Mustangs would be incredible. So Turbyfield out. He's going to pass in. And a incomplete pass.
Great hands by.
That was Daniel Melton over there, covering up over there. So great job, Daniel.
Number 6.
Number 6. With 3:06 remaining, it is Mitchell 19 and Smoky Mountain 14. We'll take a quick commercial break. We're back live here, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. 3:06 remaining in the third quarter. Mitchell has just scored 19-14. We held on the 2-point conversion. Woodard to kick off and Stevens to return. Mustangs would be great to answer right here. We've answered all night, Casey. I'm hoping that we will answer as we move forward.
kick to about the 30-yard line.
A little short kick. We need to get on the ball.
We were a little hesitant there.
We finally covered it up.
Brett went for the ball, wasn't really sure about it, but we got on the ball there and covered it up right about the 25-yard line.
I think that was number 9, Eli Stack.
Covered by number 9, Eli Stack.
All right, the Stangs are set up at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Chris Wilburn will be alone in the backfield. We got 2 wide receivers split to the bottom of the screen. Rocky Magestro in motion. And Wilburn up the middle for a massive
go.
Keep going.
Right.
He's driving. The Mustangs are pushing. Looks like about 9. He's still going.
This guy.
Still going. They haven't blown the whistle yet, and Chris is still going. Let's keep going.
Wow.
Keep pushing him. That is 100% heart there, folks. Chris ends up getting 14 yards on the play. Casey, you commented about how he's hard.
I'm telling you.
Huge heart for Chris Wilburn.
This guy is literally like a bull. He is going to push through. Props to Chris Wilburn on that. And he comes out ready and looking. You can tell right now he's tired, but he's going to fight for his Mustangs. He's a senior this year. This means more than anything to him. And I know talking to him preseason, he was just so ready to get into football season. He loves this sport, and he's going to give his heart and soul on the field, and it's so fun to watch, Chris.
Wilburn in the backfield, bringing Magestro in motion again. It's going to be faked. It's now given to Magestro around the end, and he has a huge hit down there on the sidelines. Magestro will lay the boom to you, and he's pretty excited just about he took a big hit there, but he jumped right back up. That's going to be about a 7-yard gain.
It's so fun to watch Rocky.
Yeah, it is fun to watch Rocky. He is in business.
He comes around
here.
the corner, and he's like, I don't care who's in my way. You better get out because I'm coming through you.
Mustangs are in business 2nd and 4. We really need to keep the ball running down here folks. 2 wide receivers to the right, to the left. Stevens back into the backfield. Wilburn calls for the ball. Stevens up the middle, and he has got another Mustang first down. Casey just called a first dang Mustangs, so it is a first down Mustangs.
Downtown Mustangs.
1st and 10 Mustangs. We've got something going right now, folks. We need to keep the ball running downhill for the Mustangs. Ball is on the 48-yard line. We are in Mitchell territory.
Now, Keith, if you'll notice right here, we've got Melton lined out wide to the left. Let's see what the Mustangs go for right here.
I think there's a bit of a mismatch down here on the bottom. We're going to go to Stevens up the middle. Looks like they read that. He's going to have to.
Off to the right.
Stevens
comes back to the left.
He's got a huge
Great
play.
block by Chris.
40, 30, and out of bounds at the 29-yard line. What an unbelievable. You saw Chris Wilburn. He handed off the ball, and then he made an unbelievable block for his running back there. That is most of the time you don't see that in quarterbacks. And Casey, he just went down there and made a block that sprung Stevens.
Well, great read by Stevens. He ran to the right side, saw that it was Claude covered, and he spins back and wide open left side for about a 20-some-yard gain. So we're now 1st and 10 on the 31. I think Mustangs are going to answer here with the TD.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Melton in motion.
And Wilburn up the middle. If he finds the block, he did. And Wilburn looks like he's going to gain about 6.
You can't get him
Wilburn
down.
is continuing to go. Mitchell's knowing we're not going to bring him down. You're going to have to hit him low to bring him down. Looks like for a gain of 6, it's going to be 2nd and 4 Mustangs.
2nd and 4.
I love guys like Wilburn. He just has so much heart. It's like the type of kid that you want to see on the field where it's like, you're not going to get me down. I'm going to fight for my boys. I'm going to fight for this team.
Well, one thing that I'm loving, Casey, after that Mitchell touchdown, Smoky Mountain has come down and said, not in our house. We're going to continue to drive it right down the field.
Yep.
Wilburn in the backfield. He calls for Magestro in motion. The handoff is to Rocky Magestro around the right side, and a nice tackle there. Looks like by number 21, Gabe Bryant. Nice tackle. Didn't think he gained anything. We might have, I think we're no gain on the play.
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 here for the Mustangs with about 30 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. Clock running down. Mustangs are stepping back at the ball. They're going to step up with about 20 seconds, get the ball hiked off here, and with about 15 seconds left, see what we answer here with.
Wilburn's a fake up the middle, and Wilburn gets he gets tied up.
65 was ready for that, folks.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of about 1 on the play.
Brindley's kind of given Chris there a few tips there about how to go through that play there. I think he may have just needed to rip a little bit quicker than Brindley was wanting him to, and so we're going to go here into the fourth quarter. 19 Mitchell, 14 Mustangs. Go Stangs. Let's pull this out, boys.
It seems like, Casey, that the quarters are flying by. We're running a lot and not stopping the clock with the pass. Hey, we have really stalled out right here. This is a huge play here, 4th and 6, as the Mustangs are going in. So we really need to convert this 4th and 6 play. A couple things to remind you guys of. The Booster Club is selling 50-50 raffle tickets.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Shake, rattle, and roll. I didn't have the official call there. Please buy those. You can go to the high school office and buy those. Our gate has really hurt this year just because we only have 900 fans. It's great to see 900. I haven't seen 900 people in one spot in a long time. This has been a tough year for all of us and really tough for these kids. And I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Kevin Bailey over at the school board.
Yeah.
At the county office. He's really done a lot to make this broadcast possible. So we
really want to thank you a lot, Kevin.
Thank you a lot, Kevin. Chris Wilburn is in the backfield. It's a long 6. He's going back to pass.
Looking
and it is
long.
a long pass,
and
nobody's
there.
10. Nobody's there. I think we ran the wrong route. Darian broke it off short about the 20-yard line, and I think Chris was looking for a like a sideline or a post pattern there. So that's
Thankfully,
okay.
number 10 dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped it. If he would have caught it in the end zone, it would have been not a touchback. I guess he could have run it out, So we'll see what the Mustang defense, if they're going to respond here. I know we're going to have Turby Phil give as I used to say, heavy dose of Turbyfield, and he's going to continue to bring the ball
really
down the
important
field.
for the Stangs right here to get a stop here against Mitchell going into this last quarter. We want to keep them on this side if we can, keep them on the other side of the 50 so we can set our offense up for a really great chance to score here.
So Turbyfield is in the backfield. He's got Duncan to his left, Arrington up to the right. I think that's him. And let's see what the Mustangs can do. So it's going to be Duncan up the middle and a huge stop there. That's only for about 2 yards. It looked like the initial stop was their number 75. That was Cooper Sanders made the initial hit, and then a host of Mustangs brought him down. Casey, right now, games can turn on one play. This would be a really great time to get an interception or a fumble and swing the momentum back to Smoky Mountain right now.
We want a stop here by our defense. We want to get these guys off the field, get our offense back on the field. Good stop by the Mustangs there. Only about a 3-yard gain for Turbyfield there. So we're looking at 3rd and about 6 or 5 here for Mitchell.
I think that was Tanner Duncan. Tanner Duncan on the play there, and he's a hard one to stop, too. He's a senior, been around a long time playing Mitchell football, and going to be key in Mitchell's playoff run this year as they advance into the 1A conference play. And then I have a feeling these guys will probably be the ones to beat out of that Western Highlands Conference 1A.
Well, here's what we talked about earlier, Keith, is these third down plays and needing the Mustangs to make a stop here. And so this would be great for us right now to get a stop here and get our offense back out on the field. Looks like we have a timeout, Mitchell. We're going to go to Mustangs setting up here to figure out how we get this stop.
So big play for the Mustangs, 3rd and 4. We've got 10:23 left in this final quarter. Mitchell 19, Smoky Mountain 14. We'll go to a commercial break. You're here live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
Go Stangs.
Back live here, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. 3rd and 4, huge play. I have a feeling it's going to be Turbyfield off the right or left side. There he goes. He's going to run. Let's see if we can contain him. Yes. And nice stop there. I think he slipped. Was that number? That was Lawson Wyke that kind of made the stop there and stopped him.
Got a little excited there, Keith. I gave a little yes there for the Mustangs. 4th and 3
don't
for the
blame
Stangs.
you. You know, if we're the Smoky Mountain Sports Network, who are we pulling for?
The Stangs,
the Stangs,
baby.
Definitely
it's hard
the
not to get into it and give your
So for the first
here.
punt of the night, Mitchell finally brings in, I think they're being Cole Woodard in. He does all the kicking for them, and we're going to get the ball back here. Better be careful. Dustin Stevens is back there. Let's block for these.
Quick feet in the
Dustin.
back here, baby. They're moving him back a little bit.
Nice high kick. And Dustin clears out. Nice, smart play, Peter. Yeah, there we go. So you heard the coaches say, Peter, in football, that means get away from it. Don't get anywhere near the ball.
Well, I think
because,
Dustin was hoping for a little hit there.
I think he was, too. I think because if you get near the ball and it touches you, of course, Mitchell can jump on it. So good play there. The ball kind of just I think it was a home bounce there, Casey. Mm-hmm. It didn't roll. It just kind of it's like on a putting green. It just kind of stopped. We want to give a shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you for supporting the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We have viewers all the way in Texas, so we'll give a shout out to them.
Texas.
Dallas, Texas. People are watching this game tonight, and a lot of family members all over watching and supporting these boys. Chris Wilburn is in the backfield all by himself. He's going to bring back the pass, and
He's
it
looking
looks
long.
like it's a long pass
to Dustin Stevens.
The ball is up, and where maybe there's a flag.
And wow, I was looking for a pass interference there, Keith.
I was, Casey, looking for an incomplete pass. Looked like they got all over him.
I was looking for some yellow on the field there.
I've got the replay here, so I'm going to watch it again here, Casey, and see what turned out.
That's going to go for 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs, setting up about on the 39-yard line.
So I looked at the replay. It was well played ball. There was 2 guys covering him. But the other thing I love about Dustin, he wasn't going to give up. He went for it, even though there was 2 people there. So Mustang ball on the 39-yard line. Wilburn in the backfield. Looks like we're going to pass the ball around. Looks like the blitz coming from the right and out to Dustin Stevens. And there's
we have a
false
whistle.
Start.
Flag on the play. It looked like offsides on Mitchell. I was thinking number 85. He kind of jump started in the beginning, so we're going to see what the referee says here.
Oh, he gave it on us. I was with you. I thought 85 was trying to blitz off the right corner, and he got there a little quick.
He did a little stutter jump there, and I thought that was going to be caught on Mitchell, but apparently it's here on the Stangs. That's going to be a loss here for the Stangs, 2nd and 15.
That one's going to hurt. Right now, Mitchell is winning the turnover battle. They're winning the penalty battle. I think they've got 1 for 5 yards, and the Stangs are a lot more than that. So let's see. Wilburn in the back. It's probably going to be a pass and play. Chris looks over.
Chris is looking long to his left. He looks at the middle.
Great play. There is Dustin Stevens with an unbelievable catch at the 37-yard line. And number 9 on Ty Sparks just hits the turf like, I cannot believe I was right there, and Dustin comes down with it.
Oh, great hands by Dustin. What great laser beam pass there by Chris. We're now on the 47-yard line in our territory here. Great answer by the Stangs.
My associate here to my right, my left, just said that could be a game-changing play. It may be. We'll wait and see. So Wilburn in the backfield and going to give it off to guess who, number 14, Dustin Stevens. And he still makes something out of nothing. We got about
5 yards
or
right
4
there.
yards. And we'll see what the Mustangs dial up next. Casey, I can't stress enough to all you viewers out there how important this drive is for us. And so we really need to score.
Magestro
in motion. And the handoff is to Magestro. He's got the corner. He needs to turn it up. And Rocky gets about 3.
Get some help from his guys there. And flag on the play.
Casey, I'm hoping that's a face mask, but I don't know. We'll see what they call over here. I think this is going to be on Mitchell. It is on Mitchell. Let's see what the call is. He is, I think it is face mask. Oh, a big, huge penalty. Face mask, Mitchell. Let's mark that off. It's going to be a Mustangs first down. We'll take that every time.
We will take that all day long. Mustangs line up for a first down here.
Casey, if in an ideal world, what I would like is for us to milk this last 8:19 off the clock and give Mitchell no time to respond.
Oh, I would love to see that happen. Just one of those situations where it's like it's all about us and you ain't got any time. You ain't got time left.
But I'll also take a quick strike too if we get a score here.
Yeah, let's see what the Mustangs do here. We're lining up.
Wilburn in the backfield. He sends Dustin Stevens in motion, and Wilburn's going to keep it off to the right side. He needs to cut it up. There is nothing but white jerseys, and it looks like a maybe a 1 yard loss on the play.
Not really a gap there for Chris. Second
Not much
10
there
here
on the right side, Casey. I don't even think if he turned it up quicker there was anything on the right side.
No, they had that right side covered down pretty well there for Mitchell.
So Mitchell's not going to go away. They're starting to bow their neck. We're into their side of the field, and here's where the Mustang need to force their will upon them. So let's see if the big blue machine can overcome the purple here. Ball at the middle to Dustin Stevens, and they read that like a book. They knew it was going to Stevens. It's another loss of 4 yards. We've had, we'll seem to be, Casey, we go a gain of 15, first and down, then first and 10, and then we end up getting a loss and then a loss. So another 3 yard loss. We're going to be 3rd and 13 from the about 40-yard line.
Well, we're looking long here, so we're going to try to have to answer here with the pass. Let's see if the Mustangs can answer here back against Mitchell. We really need this 14 yards right here.
So a lot of, I think they're going to keep the ball in Chris Wilburn's hands. They know it's probably going to Stevens, but I would look out for Darian Bird out there. There he is, wide open, and Chris Wilburn's in the pocket. He's running, and a gain of about 3.
Three-yard gain for Wilburn.
Looks like Mustangs are going to bring their punt team out on the field.
So a big stop by the Mitchell Mountaineers. They bend, but they did not break, Casey. And so it's 6:40 on the clock. So Hunter Pressey lines up to punt. See if we can pin them deep and make them drive all the way down. So we're going to have a big stop by our Mustangs. Probably, Casey, it's going to be this drive will determine the outcome of this game.
We're not in trouble yet. We're good. We're okay right now. I know that we might feel a little nervous here, but Mustangs are okay. Oh, bad
high snap, and Hunter needs to get right on that.
Hunter hesitates.
Recovery.
And number 3 for Mitchell recovers the ball.
That is Arrington. Arrington played a huge part in the game last week, guys. He was the one that blocked he blocked a punt last week and returned it for a touchdown. We needed to have somebody on him. That was a tough play there. So Mustangs are really that's not what we wanted, and Mustangs are going to have to really bow their neck here to keep them out of the end zone, or at least keep them to a field goal here. Turberville is on the field. Turbyfield in the backfield along with Duncan. Mitchell's looking just to ice the game, so they're probably going to run the ball. And there is Turbyfield up the middle for a gain of about 5, I would say. So we need to stop that at the line of scrimmage. We can't be giving them 5 and 5. So what I'm going to say is Mitchell is probably not going to pass the ball. They're trying to milk this clock. One thing that you notice here, y'all don't see this on your camera, but Turbyfield, after he runs the ball, he'll run all the way over and get the play from the coach and then back in. He must be on the cross-country team, too. I don't know.
I know. I was just laughing about that earlier. He runs. I don't know if he can't see them well, but he literally runs all the way to the other sideline and back into the huddle every time, and then decides to still run the ball up the field. Mitchell's here, 2nd and 5.
And Turbyfield to the right side. We got to have an answer to him. He breaks the ball up for another Mitchell first down. We've got to have an answer for Turbyfield. He is really killing us. And there he goes again over to the sidelines to get the play.
Back.
You know, it's working for him. I think that I would continue to do it. A sophomore. He really has put this team on his back, and we do not have an answer for Turbyfield right now.
Yeah, we are okay. I think right now, I know right now there's 5.5 minutes left. And so if Mustangs could just get a stop here, maybe just keep it down to a field goal. We've got to answer here with the stop. We really need to stop here to get our offense back on the field and get a score here for the Stangs.
Have not been any turnovers in the game. Would be a great time for a turnover, and it would be, of course,
for a fumble
Mitchell. It would be great for a fumble. Turbyfield in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Duncan up the middle of the big hole, and Mustangs still can't bring him down. It's a game of about 6. It's a game of about 6. So really need to have a stop here for the Mustangs.
Tanner Duncan gains 6. 2nd and 4.
Casey, I know that the big blue curtain can step up. We've seen them do it before, and they're going to. They've been on the field a lot tonight, and so these guys have no quit in them. I know a lot of these kids, and they're not going to quit. And so here we go. It's got Turbyfield in the backfield. They're looking over the sideline for maybe an audible, and Turbyfield is audibling at the line of scrimmage. Duncan to his right. Arrington to the left, and it goes to Duncan up the middle, and a huge hit there.
Stop by the
Great
Mustangs
stop.
there.
That was Rocky Magestro, Cooper Sanders on the play there, and also Lawson Wyke. What I tell you, Casey, we're going to bow our neck. You're not going to come in here and push us around. So unbelievable stop by those Mustangs. This is going to be 3rd and 3.
It's going to be 3rd and 3.
3rd and
Huge
3
play
for
for the Mustangs here. If anybody can do it, we can. So
here
we go, Stangs. 3rd and 4. Ball on the looks
fans
like
are
the
getting
14-yard.
around here, around
Fans
the
are getting a
Mustangs
rally.
here.
And I'm going to call it's going to be Turbyfield probably off to the right or left side. So let's see if we can get in there and get a play here. There he goes.
Goes up the middle.
And I think.
Looks like we got to stop here, folks, for the Mustangs.
Yes, it looks like a stop. We're going to be 4th and 1. I think if I am Mitchell, they're going to still go for it. We'll see what happens. We need these fans to rally around these boys. This is a huge play.
And Keith, most people may be asking right now, why are we not calling a timeout right now? Well, we need those on offense. And so we're trying to get a quick stop here, save our timeouts for when we get the ball. I know that Brindley's looking for a stop right here for 4th and 1
so
here.
Turbyfield on the backfield. He signals Duncan in motion. I'm going to guess it's probably going to go Turbyfield up the middle. And he throws it out to Arrington, and a pass out in the flat. Looks enough for a first down to the 5-yard line. Yeah. That was a great call. Great call.
Great call by Mitchell. Now we're very gutsy call there by Mitchell, and we're looking for a first down here.
You put the ball in a sophomore's hands, and he threw it out there, and that could have easily been intercepted and give him 6 all the way to the house, so a pick 6. Mustangs will bow their neck here. Let's see what they can come up with on the balls inside about the 6-yard line.
Shout out to the first student section of the year. Y'all make some noise down there.
Turbyfield in the backfield. He's got Arrington up to his right. Duncan in motion. And it's going to be Turbyfield off to the right side and touchdown.
Touchdown, Mitchell.
Touchdown, Mitchell.
Turbyfield gains 6 yards.
Well, Keith, let's look at what we got here. Yeah, we're going for an extra point here for Mitchell. And then Stangs are going to have to answer back quickly, get an onside kick, and get it back.
Well, if anybody can do it, I know the Mustangs with the players that we got, Welburn and Stevens, along with Bird. There's Woodard for the kick, and it's up, and it is good. So the score now with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left, it is Mitchell 26 and Smoky Mountain 14. We'll have a quick commercial break right now on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We're back live here at Carl Hooper Stadium. Keith West, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you guys. The score is 26 Mitchell with 26 and your Smoky Mountain Mustangs with 14. Really need to respond on this drive. Got some scores right now in the Mountain 6 Conference. It is Owen beating East Henderson 41-0. It is Mount Airy 21 and Pisgah 14. And Franklin's hanging in there with Murphy 21-14. Woodard getting ready to kick, and Stevens back for the turn, Casey. You know what? Stevens just could take this one to the house, and that's exactly what we would need here. They're not going to kick it to him. They go short.
Short to Magestro. He fumbles the ball.
Stevens got the ball and picks it up. He's reversing his field, and he's still going, gang. And he's down about the 25-yard line. Hey, he is really, really hard to bring down. I have his brother in my class, Devin. Devin was a star here at Smoky Mountain and played for Western Carolina Catamounts.
Yep.
And the other day I was talking to him about his brother, and he's Devin is a really big boy. I think he's like 6'2" or 6'3", and he said, "Hey, Dustin can power clean almost 300 pounds more than I can." So he is a really, really incredible athlete, hard to bring down.
We're looking here at the offense, Keith, and what we got here. We got 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and most people will be looking at this, and one of my favorite quotes is, "It's going to be hard, but hard is not impossible." So it's not impossible for us to do this in the next 2 minutes and pull a win out here. Let's see what the Mustangs. Oh, right to Darian Bird. Looked like just right through his hands just a little high pass. That's okay. I'm going to go 2nd and 10 here for the Stangs.
Hey, Casey, with about a minute 55 left on the clock, Mustangs, like you said, it's not impossible. We can make this happen. Want to give a big shout out to all those people that make this broadcast happen. Smoky Mountain Sports Network, our executive producer Jason Melvin,
behind
the scenes, doing everything. He's running the camera and
your lovely
cameras.
wife's over here,
and
Keith.
my wife keeping the scoreboard going for us. Chris Wilbert in the backfield. Looks like a pass out to the right hand side to. Was that was Rocky Magestro.
Wilburn's pass is complete to Magestro.
We're about no gain on the play there. Also, shout out to our good friend up on the wide angle camera, Emily P. Fields. And then we've got a student of yours and longtime alumni from Smoky, Marissa Ellsworth and Rihanna Lehman, doing some stats here for us that we'll be able to get to you guys the next game.
Big play here for the Mustangs, 3rd and 11, and Wilburn's alone in the backfield. We're definitely going to have to throw this ball. Darian Bird in motion. Mitchell shifts to the right, and so Wilburn fakes, and up the middle he goes for about 3-yard gain. So it was a great play by Mitchell. Casey, this Mitchell team is a really, really good team, and this is a great test. So. Coach Ricky Brindley said, hey, this is going to be a really good test before we enter conference, and it really has been. So our Mustangs still look really, really good. Wilburn's in the back to throw. He's going to go deep over the middle, and it is, almost intercepted by Duncan across the middle. So they're going to turn the ball over. We've got 43 seconds.
Turnover on downs.
43 seconds left here with Mitchell with the ball. Keith, there's been people around town that said this will be Smoky's toughest opponent all season long. And to be honest, we've done a great job of holding our own here against Mitchell. I think there were just a few little mistakes, not big mistakes, little mistakes of just not stopping on some 3rd and longs that could have helped us. But ultimately, I'm really impressed by the Mustang defense and offense, especially our line. And I just think, Brindley's going to get back into practice, know what we need to do. And I really think I'm really looking forward to our conference this year and what the Mustangs will do here in the Mountain 6.
Well, Casey, this team, if you just kind of watch, they're in the victory formation here. They're probably just going to kneel on it. What you're going to see here with Mitchell is they will go deep, deep, deep into this 1A playoffs. And one thing you'll notice if you're a fan of Western North Carolina sports is that the Smoky Mountain 1A conference, that's the one that has the Andrews and the Hayesvilles, but the big ones are Murphy and Swain, and then of course Robbinsville. Robbinsville is number 2 in the nation. They're number 2. They're probably ranked in the nation. They're number 2 in the state, the defending state champions, and so Mitchell will have to go through them. And you know what? they have a plethora of seniors. So our seniors, we only have about 7 seniors on this team, 6 or 7 seniors.
Yeah.
And they're doing a great job leading this Mustang teams. Your final score is going to be Mitchell 26 and the Mustangs 4. So I just want to give a
14.
shout out to 14, excuse me. What did I say, 26 or 26?
4.
Oh, it's 4. Yeah, we don't want that. Just want to give a big shout out to our seniors. They've been done a great job at showing senior leadership, and they will continue to do that as we start conference play. So next week, we're going to be right back here, Casey. Smoky Mountain Sports Network will be live, and we're going to play the rival
The Pisgah Bears.
So last year, that came down to an overtime game. We ended up winning that game, I think 19-16, something like that, if I'm correct. So that ended up determining the conference championship. And we'll be playing right here again. A couple of things we want to remind you guys of is please support Smoky Mountain Sports Athletics with the 50-50 draw. And you can go up to the school anytime when the school is open, purchase those 50-50 tickets.
Or be here at the game.
Or here at the game. We got a lot of athletes around. Allison Mackey
raffle,
and Macy Wyke were around today doing that. Since our student athletes.
And it won't be drawn until the 2nd, so you got some time to get a ticket and get your money in. And, we just want to just say one more time. One, props to our band. It's great to have the marching band out here and playing some music in the background for our things. But just one is just prop to the people of Silva and just coming out and supporting these boys tonight. It was fun to see people in the stands cheering these guys on. And so come out to the games. Come out and support our Mustangs. We need you guys out here. These kids have missed having people cheering them on, and so we just encourage you guys. I know it may be a little cold. Bundle up, bring your gloves, bring a little blanket, and come out here and support the Mustangs.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable way to support the Mustangs, but also to develop community. It's been really fun to see the county, Jackson County, come together, and especially after this pandemic, and these people, even though they're sad, I don't expect them to be happy after a loss, but I do. What I do love is they're very competitive, and we do have an unbelievable team this year. So
True.
I think we're going to see a lot of changes, and stuff for next week for Pisgah. But we just played an unbelievable team, number 5 in the state. I think they're going to be moving up after this game. I think the sports writers will probably vote them a little bit higher next week too.
Yeah, and that's what we don't need to forget here coming into this to the rest of the season is we played a really high caliber team, and we did a great job of holding our own. And again, I'll reiterate, there's just some little things that we need to do to get better. Maybe just working on some tackling, things like that.
Well, Casey, I mean, if you just really analyze the game, all right. So in the second half, a couple plays, 2 or 3 plays go our way, and the score is 26-13.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain. So a couple different plays go our way. We end up on the winning side, but as the great Texas Ranger manager go, that's the way he used to say. That's the way baseball go. But sometimes I can say that's the way football goes. So sometimes it just ends up not going your way, and that's what kind of turned out. So the Mustangs did not play a bad game, and so they actually played a really good game. Just a couple plays turned it for us. Ended up 26-14, Mitchell County over Smoky Mountain tonight. Hey, we're going to sign off tonight, folks. Hey,
great being here with you tonight.
Please go to great being with you, Casey.
Yeah.
Good to have you. Casey is the voice-et of the Mustangs, and we're glad to have her. Make sure you go to YouTube or look online for Smoky Mountain Sports Network. You can also go to Smoky Mountain High School Mustangs website. The same feed is on both of those, and support those channels. Subscribe. There will be updates throughout the week. Next week we're trying to put in the Coach Ricky Brindley show and some other features as we move forward, if we can get those things to happen. So looking forward to being with you next week. Next week, Friday night, Pisgah here at Smoky Mountain will start conference play. So those are the key games, Casey. We're ready to go. So enjoyed being with you tonight. Keith West, the voice of the Mustangs, along with Casey Melvin, signing off from the Smoky Mountain Sport Network. Have a good evening and make it a great weekend.
Go
Take care.
Stangs.
Bye-bye.